I Shalom Aleichem. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory unto the true and living power, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kadash. And I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who've taught us this truth, the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the true name of His only begotten Son, and there is no God beside them. And I want to give double honors to the Salakia, and I want to give honors and citations to the elect Akim doing these works in sincerity and truth. So I'm going to title this, They're Getting Their Reaction, because there's the motto that Esau lives by, or the quote, Order Ab Kale, which pretty much is translated into problem, reaction, solution. They make a problem, they wait for the people to react, and then they bring the solution, which is really the whole time what they wanted was that solution to get what they want. And in this case, it's to RFID microchip the people to have more control over them. But in the other case, they'll make a problem to ultimately get to that solution. It's just tricks of how the so-called white man moves, So again, it goes problem, reaction, solution. We all know it. And now they made the problem, which is obviously the coronavirus. There's a pandemic. So Esau is saying, right, there's a pandemic going around. Germs everywhere. People are dying left and right. People are getting infected left and right. The disease is spreading like crazy. If you touch a surface, it lasts on there for 3 hours. If you cough, it stays in the air for 3 hours. This is all what Esau is saying. So as you can see, there's a huge problem. One would say there's a huge problem. One that doesn't understand what's going on, they'd say there's a huge problem here. So now what you get well, that problem leads to another problem, to another problem, to another problem. It's like it's like a damn family tree. You start off with the mother and the father, and then they break down to here, break down to there, break down to there, break down. The one huge problem is the coronavirus, and then it breaks this down, breaks that down, breaks this down, breaks that down. And now one of the trickle down effects of the problem is the grocery stores. So now we're having a food problem, okay, which is gonna give a reaction, which the people are beginning to react. This is the very beginning of the reaction. That's why you have people, which you could look it up. You have people protesting in Michigan. You have people protesting in North Carolina. You have people protesting in Kentucky. People protesting in Oklahoma. People protesting in Florida, because they don't want which I'm gonna get the scriptures as well. That's what it's all about. All right. But yeah, because they don't want to stay at home. They also don't want, that's another problem, that everybody has to stay at home now, and they don't want to stay at home no more. In the state of Michigan, you can't even go visit family. So you mean to tell me a person that has a elderly mother that can't fend for herself, he can't go take care of her, bring her waters, bring her this, bring her that? So they protesting out there in Michigan with guns out there and all. That's a major problem. So what? You getting the reaction. So what? What's the solution? Now Esau is an opportunist of wickedness, man. The opportunist of wickedness. So eventually he's going to bring the solution, which is going to be, all right, well, look, we understand this, we understand that, but we can't forget about the problem. So look, in order to soothe your reaction and to fix the problem, boom, here's the RFID chip, which is what eventually is going to come to. All right, so Salaki for the long intro. I'm going to read some of this article and get the scriptures. It says, experts say it may be time for grocery stores to ban customers from coming inside. And these people, all right, they can't think that it's just gonna get better. There was another news article which you could look up, that people went to the hospital. They said they beat the coronavirus and recovered from it. They went back to the hospital worse. So even though you got the recovery, it's showing to be seen that you're getting it again, except even worse. So you're not really recovering. And then even Governor Cuomo said that we're not out of the woods yet. So let me get this article and some scriptures, man. It says, experts say it may be time for the grocery stores to ban customers from coming inside. And even in the book of Job, it says he is full of the sins of his youth, meaning Esau uses the same tricks. Let's look at his problem, reaction, solution before. He did it with Gad, all right, which are you so-called Native Americans. His solution of what he wanted, something that he wanted, was to take your land, right? He wanted to take your land. So he made a problem for you, all right, by killing the animals off, killing all the buffalo so that you couldn't hunt anymore and fend for yourself, right? Then when he got the reaction from you, going to war, all right, or just showing up at your doorstep like, please, Gad was pleading with Esau, this and that. They got the reaction. All right, so here's the solution. We're going to take your land and put you on the reservations. But what do they start off with? The food. So he is full of, that's one scripture right there. Job 20 and 10. All right. Let me fact check that, man. Job chapter 20 verse 10. See, that's why I gotta fact check it when I'm 80% sure. Job 20 and 11. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. See, talking about Esau, so-called white man. Which, if you're just a peon, you're a six-pack Joe, and you just stay at home and play video games and this and that, you're just along for the ride. The elites got you in a messed up position. They didn't share the wealth like they should have, because right now you're supposed to be in rulership. But you see, his bones are full of the sin of his youth. He does the same old shit, man. Like they say, when you gonna grow up? Because you still doing this, doing that from when you was young. Esau's still doing this wickedness and that wickedness. So it says dozens of grocery workers have died from the coronavirus despite masks, temperature checks, and capacity restrictions to keep them safe. See? So people are still dying, so Esau says, in these grocery stores, man, from the coronavirus. It says despite masks, temperature checks, social distancing, capacity restrictions, and so forth. It says so far supermarkets have resisted the most draconian policy. Oh, there goes that word draconian. Banning customers from coming inside, period. So you see, this is what we're going to get to, which is going to cause a major problem, which is going to get a major reaction, which is going to make Esau bring in that solution, which is the RFID microchip. We can't tell you to the T how he's going to do it, every detail. That's why this is like a movie. Your life is a movie. You have to sit and watch and see how it plays out. You take a show, say you take a real life show or something based on a true story. The guy isn't gonna die because he's living right now, so what's really gonna happen, but you have to watch and see how it plays out. And that's how it is with the prophets. It says, however, some worker experts, union leaders, and small grocery owners believe it has become too dangerous to let customers browse aisles, coming into close range with workers. Grocery stores are still flooded with customers, and experts say it's time for large chains to go dark. to the public and convert to curbside pickup and home delivery for food and other essential goods. See? So experts are saying, look, how about we do this? Let's close down the restaurants, the stores, period, and let's just do curbside pickups. I mean, they're going to put the food in each car. They're going to be doing that all day. And they're going to do home deliveries and shit. You know, that's really all I wanted to read from that. So as you can see, you know, the people are playing right into Esau's hands. This is Psalms. I'm gonna end it off. Psalm chapter 64, verses 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? See, these are the little traps, the little snares, all right, that they're trying to lay out. They're trying to trap you into making you take the chip, the RFID chip. That's the final trap. It says they search out, but like the last lesson I did, Yahweh Shemashah didn't raise no fools. You know, we see your traps, we see your obvious traps, and we ain't gonna get trapped up in it and get salvation stolen from us. Yahweh said, let no man take that crown. Verse 6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. See, so their mind, the word heart really going into your mind, their mind is deep. They think deep. You know? They think deep, 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 deep. Meditation, meditating. They do drugs. They do all these different drugs in their think tanks. Nobody leaves the room. You know, here, take more of these drugs and that drugs until we come up with something perfect. How about this? No, because then we'll get figured out here and this and that. Oh, yeah, you're right. All right, well, how about we do it like this? You know what? That's not a bad idea. That actually might work. See? Their heart is deep, man, on many different matters and subjects, and how to continually put stumbling blocks before our people, man. You know, so you got protesting across America. You got things are still happening with the coronavirus. Everybody has to wear masks, you know, and get ready, Yakim, for them to say that you have to shave your beard. You know, we're gonna see how it plays out, but that might be time to be pilgrims upon the earth. You know, we're gonna see how it plays out. All right. Because they're saying that your beard is if you're wearing a mask and you have a beard, it defeats the whole purpose. That's what they're saying. You know, brothers, remember that article. So this week everybody has to wear masks. Next week or 2 weeks everybody has to shave. 4 weeks and nobody could come into the store. 6 weeks, so it's gradualism, you know, and for 3 months there's the chip, you know. So hey, they're getting the reaction they want from this problem, and they're gonna eventually bring in a solution. All right, shalom, Lowell, and this is edifying.